This was the first time the Chinese girl met her American mom.
周淑雅's mom 在这儿 Hello 妈妈
When this blonde, blue-eyed American mother wrapped her in her arms, the unfamiliar touch scared the little girl so much that she burst into tears. Seeing her terrified and helpless expression, tears instantly welled up in Mom's eyes, and Dad's heart ached as he gently held her, whispering words of comfort. But who could have imagined that these tears filled with unease would actually be the opening chapter of a happy life? The girl's name was Kia, born with spina bifida. She was abandoned by her birth parents at a temple entrance when she was less than 5 days old. Fortunately, with the help of kind-hearted people, she recovered her health and was later taken in by an orphanage in Genjo. At this time, Kia had no idea that someday in the future, a couple from across the ocean would descend like angels, giving her a home filled with warmth and love. This young couple came from Utah, well off and full of life. They had raised 3 handsome sons after marriage. They'd always longed to have a daughter, but for various reasons hadn't been able to fulfill this wish. It wasn't until a trip to China for exchange and learning that they visited an orphanage in Henan, where they saw many children who had been abandoned by their parents due to the death of relatives or congenital defects. Seeing these children, with unfortunate backgrounds who still maintained their kindness and optimism, the couple immediately had the idea of adopting a child, hoping to fill the void of not having a daughter for so many years. After returning home, they shared this decision with their 3 sons. Learning they were about to have a little sister, all 3 boys were overjoyed. Among the pile of photos sent by the orphanage, the couple and their children immediately spotted the beautiful and adorable little Kia. They immediately submitted their application materials to the orphanage, hoping to adopt little Kia. To ensure their application would be approved smoothly, the couple made extensive preparations. They not only renovated a beautiful princess room for little Kia, but also, after learning she loved giant pandas, specially bought many panda dolls to place in the room. The 3 brothers even used their pocket money to buy a whole box of toys for their soon-to-arrive sister. With their comfortable living conditions and sincere intentions, the couple's adoption application was successfully approved by the orphanage. Upon learning their adoption application had been approved, the whole family was thrilled. To express their beautiful wishes for their daughter's future, they gave the child an English name, Neomi, and the parents announced they were going to China to pick up their sister. All 3 sons clamored to come along. In the early hours of August 1st, 2018, Mom woke up the entire family bright and early because today was the day. They were going to China to bring home Kia. When they arrived at the airport, all 3 brothers were buzzing with excitement. They'd been dying to meet their little sister. As the plane took off, they were soon on their way to China. Since the high-speed train to Guangzhou wouldn't leave for another 2 days, the family decided to take some time to really soak up Chinese culture in Beijing first. From Tiananmen Square to the Great Wall, this outgoing family hit it off with locals wherever they went. Oh, the trip was fun and relaxed. The brothers never lost sight of why they'd come to China in the first place, with the youngest constantly asking Mom where his sister was.
Up there is where you get Naomi?
No Naomi's not here, she's in a different place.
2 days later, the family boarded the high-speed train to Genjo. After settling into their hotel in Genjo, they went to a supermarket and bought many toys and snacks that children would like. Just before they were about to meet Kia, the long-awaiting mom couldn't hold back her tears anymore.
You shouldn't get me now.
What?
Because I'm a happy mess.
Soon the group arrived at the orphanage. Led by staff members, they came early to the adoption center, waiting for Kia to appear. Before long, a staff member walked toward them carrying Kia. Seeing her daughter's adorable and well-behaved appearance, Mom's heart melted. She quickly took out a toy doll she had prepared in advance, hoping to use it to bridge the gap with her daughter. Perhaps because of the painful experience of being abandoned since childhood, Kia was very afraid of contact with strangers, so she didn't accept Mom's toy doll, but warily turned her head away. At this moment, one of the brothers handed his sister a peeled lollipop, and this time, little Kia didn't refuse. After little Kia gradually became familiar with them, Mom carefully took her into her arms. The unfamiliar contact still made little Kia feel uneasy, and she couldn't help crying loudly. Her daughter's crying broke Mom's heart, and Dad also gently held little Kia, patiently comforting her, while the 3 brothers surrounded her, making funny faces to cheer up their sister. Under the family's continuous efforts to cheer her up, little Kia finally calmed down. Back at the hotel, the whole family again took turns, making little Kia happy, perhaps realizing that she finally had family members she could depend on. This girl who had been abandoned since birth finally showed the innocent smile that should belong to someone her age. At that moment, several people who crossed national boundaries and races, with no blood relation whatsoever, were tightly connected by love and became the closest family members in this world. During the days waiting for the adoption procedures to be completed, the family took little Kia to visit many attractions in Ganggu. Under the care and companionship of mom, dad, and her brothers, Kia gradually integrated into this new family. Soon the adoption procedures were completed, which meant that little Kia had officially become a member of the family. Because little Kia was found at a temple. Before heading to their next destination, mom and dad specially took Kia to a local temple to pray for blessings. After everything was prepared, they didn't rush back to America, but took Kia too. Tour various scenic spots across China, visiting multiple major cities in China. During the journey, the family celebrated Kia's second birthday together. Then they took Kia aboard a flight to America. On the plane, Kia was like a curious baby, full of interest in everything around her. It's completely unaware that she was about to begin a brand new life journey. At the airport in Utah, Grandpa and Grandma had been waiting for a long time and had prepared a grand welcome ceremony for Kia. The big family even took a family photo at the airport. By the time they got home, it was already late at night. Before entering the house, Dad said some touching words to Kia.
Is this our house? This is your house.
2 years.
This is where you grow up. No more changes.
Kia's room had already been carefully decorated by mom and dad. With giant panda dolls thoughtfully placed inside, Kia just quietly looked around. The unfamiliar environment and language around her still made her somewhat reserved, and she held on to mom tightly without speaking. Early the next morning, Dad took little Kia to play in the family garden. When her feet touched the soft lawn, Kia's heart finally felt at ease. She completely relaxed and giggled with laughter, her clear laughter echoing in the yard for a long time. This was the beginning of her new life, and all past pain would disappear in this home filled with love. Half a year had passed in a flash. Now Kia was no longer the shy and introverted little girl she once was. Under the care of mom, dad, and her 3 brothers, Kia had completely adapted to life in America and became lively, cheerful, and confident. What was even more surprising was that after just half a year, Kia could already communicate fluently with mom in English.
Say hi.
Hi.
Are you happy? Yeah. Where's your eyes? Where's your eyes? Good. Where's your nose? Nose. Where's mama? Mama? Am I mama? Can you give mama a kiss? Oh, yes, yes, yeah.
As the smallest princess in the family, wherever she went, she had the warm companionship of mom and dad, plus 3 brothers by her side acting as bodyguards, protecting their sister at all times. In winter, mom would take her skiing, and her daughter's innocent smile always made mom feel happy.
Did you love it? Do you want more?
Yeah.
Yeah.
In this loving family, little Kia experienced so many firsts in life. Her first Christmas and Halloween, her first trip with family companionship. She would even climb up high counters to compete with her brothers for food. Kia had now been living in America for a long time, but mom and dad had never hidden her background from her. Additionally, mom would teach Kia simple Chinese. Every corner of the house had corresponding Chinese labels. When Chinese New Year came, the family specially prepared an elaborate Chinese-style New Year celebration full of ceremony. Bright red spring couplets with auspicious sayings were posted. Festive lanterns hung high, and the house was filled with a strong New Year atmosphere everywhere. On New Year's Eve, mom dressed Kia in an exquisite kipo, then gently tucked a red envelope into her hands and prepared steaming hot Chinese hot pot as the New Year's Eve dinner. The family sat together like this, accompanying Kia through an incredibly lively spring festival. Now Kia is surrounded by abundant love every day, growing up happily in warmth. May this happiness always accompany Kia and her family, Kaya's. Life seemed shrouded in gloom from the moment she was abandoned by her birth parents at the temple entrance. But fate's wonderful turn brought a couple from Utah, filled with love and expectation, into her life. This well-off couple had always longed for a daughter, and after seeing many unfortunate children in Chinese orphanages, they resolutely decided to adopt a child to give warmth. And Kia became their lucky choice to welcome Kia. They carefully renovated a princess's room filled with giant panda dolls, and the 3 brothers also used their pocket money to buy toys. When they crossed the ocean to pick up Kia, facing the child's terror and unease, the whole family took turns comforting her, using patience and love to gradually melt the defenses in her heart. The grand welcome ceremony, prepared by Grandpa and Grandma at the airport, made Kia feel the warmth of a big family in this loving family. Kia went from initial terror and unease to gradually showing smiles, then becoming lively, cheerful, and confident. She experienced many firsts in life. Her first Christmas, her first trip. The family not only gave her meticulous care, but also honestly told her about her background. Mom taught her Chinese, and during Spring Festival, the whole family carefully prepared Chinese New Year activities, preserving her memories of her homeland's culture. This affection that crosses national boundaries and races is precious and beautiful. Does such a story also touch the softest corner of your heart? Feel free to share your feelings in the comments. Don't forget to like and follow. There are more heartwarming stories waiting for you to discover.